Hello Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Taurus, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking towards this direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Taurus, let's get started. So we do have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Now, this could definitely represent like a lot of fights and arguments over money. I am definitely getting that. And this could be between you and a family member, possibly you and, somebody that you're romantically involved with. This could also represent somebody who's very focused right now on their finances and their career because they're not where they want to essentially be at financially speaking. But we'll see what it's more so leaning towards. Taurus, we are going to focus on you first and we'll jump over to your person. Just keep in mind that the roles can be reversed. How does Taurus currently view this relationship? So we do have the Six of Cups. We do have the Chariot. And then we also have the Four of Wands out here. I do see love showing up here for you. I do see love showing up here for you. And there's something about this individual drastically, changing your life. I just don't know if they're going to drastically change it for the better or for the worse, which is what I want to actually find out. Because I am getting, once you meet this person, if you have yet to meet them, this person will drastically change, your life. I do see the two of you, taking things a step further with one another as far as jumping into a committed relationship with one another is concerned. This to me kind of feels like a very fast growing connection. It's like you guys meet one another and the next thing you guys know, you guys are living together. You know what I mean? Like that's how fast this relationship is essentially moving. But I keep getting this person's going to change your life in a major way. I just don't know if it's for the better or for the worst. But I guess we'll see. How does this person currently view this relationship? Interesting. For some of you, you could find yourself, meeting this person very, very soon, or you might find yourself already dealing with them. If you're already dealing with this person, I think that you're going to quickly notice how fast this person is trying to take things here, with you. I just see you very focused on your finances, your career, as well as yourself. It kind of looks like love is not a main focus and our priority, but I feel like when this person shows up, you're going to want absolutely everything to do with this person, as well as, building and establishing a relationship with them is concerned. But I feel like it's not going to take this person too long, Taurus, to basically, realize that you're basically the one for them. And once they realize you're the one for them, this one over here is not going to waste any time. They're going to want to make you theirs immediately. Okay. How does Taurus feel about this relationship? So we do have the Judgment card. We got the Four of Cups, and then we also have the Empress. Let's talk. When this person shows up, if they haven't already, you're going to want to go off and pursue a relationship with them. It's one of those situations where it's like perfect person, but the timing is just god awful. I just kind of feel like when you do meet this person, if, like I said, if you have yet to meet them, I just kind of feel like the timing is just going to be god awful. At least for you, it's just going to be god awful. It's as if you wish this person would have showed up for you later on down the line, like not right now, but just later on down the line. Like I just kind of feel like there's so much other things that you want to do with your life as well as your time, and building towards a committed relationship with someone is just not one of those things, and listen, there's people out there that are like that. Like there's people who feel like they can't really focus on starting that business that they always wanted to start, and then also focus on building towards a romantic relationship with someone. And I feel like you're kind of like that, where you can't really focus on more than one thing at a time, you know what I mean? Which is, very, very common. There's a lot of people who, feel like they can't really make their dreams a reality while focusing on building towards a romantic relationship with someone. I just kind of feel like there was just other things, you know what I mean, that you wanted to accomplish and achieve for yourself before you turned around and, settled down and, built toward the life, with absolutely anyone. So I get it, but yeah. It just kind of looks like You're conflicted, right? Because as much as the timing maybe got awful for you, because you have yet to live your life the way that you wanted to before settling down, you have yet to accomplish and achieve the things that you wanted to accomplish and achieve, before settling down. It's like, as much as you want to walk away from this opportunity that's presenting itself to you, it's kind of hard for you to do that because you don't necessarily feel like an opportunity like this is going to present itself to you again. I mean, we got to keep in mind that we're talking about somebody that you're very compatible with, that you mesh very well with, that you work very, very well as a team with. So what you have with this person, it is in a way very unique and it's very, very rare. So what you have with this person is something special, you know what I mean? You don't find a connection, like this just anywhere, you know what I mean? So I get the whole why you're conflicted, but how does this person feel? All right, so we have the King of Cups, the Justice card, and then we also have the High Priestess. Like I said, dude, this person is definitely falling for you, and they're falling for you very, very quickly. If you have yet to meet this person, expect this person to fall madly in love with you at a very, very rapid pace. With the High Priestess to the Justice card, the connection that they share with you, it just feels right on a soul level as well as on an intuitive level. It's that overwhelming feeling of them essentially feeling like you're the one for them, and they just know it. Okay, they just know it. Okay, let's jump back over to you. What actions will Taurus take towards this person or moving forward? We have the Ace of Swords, we got the Ten of Swords, and then we also have the Seven of Wands. I think that especially with the Queen of Swords coming out here, the Queen of Swords reminds me of the Justice card every single time. And the Justice card can definitely represent needing to make a major, life decision, right? Are you going to go off and build and establish a life with this person, or are you not? The choice is entirely up to you. But it just kind of looks like a very difficult decision for you to make. It's like you find yourself being pulled in two different directions. It's like a part of you wants to continue your life the way that you've been living it, and accomplish and achieve the things that you want to accomplish and achieve, and experience the things that you want to experience, and then settle down. And then there's that other part of you that feels like you're never going to be presented with an opportunity like this ever again. So you should totally take it and run with it. I just feel like your biggest thing is you just don't want to make a mistake. Like, you don't want to go left and then later on regret it. But then again, you don't want to go right and later on regret it. You know what I mean? Okay. So it kind of looks like it's going to take some time before you get like crystal clear on like where you want to be and how you want to move forward, especially with this person. What actions will this person? Okay. We have okay. Well, I mean, that makes sense, especially with the Two of Swords or Three of Swords, that creates a Five of Swords at play. This person's kind of looking at you as somebody who has 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and it's because, I mean, technically speaking, you do. They're all in when it comes down to you. The problem is that they're dealing with somebody who isn't all in like they are all in when it comes down to you. Here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing, Taurus. As you're trying to figure out where you want to be, I think that you want to continue to keep this person in your life. But I think that's going to be a problem, if you ask me. I think that's going to be a problem because you kind of have to look at things from their perspective. They don't know if you're going to choose them in the end. You can always choose in the end to go back to living life the way that you were living it prior to you basically meeting this person. And then boom, here they are, all hurt and disappointed because you didn't choose them in the end. So it's like the epitome of like wanting to have your cake and eat it too. It's like you don't want them to go anywhere, but you don't want to give them what they want either. You know what I mean? And I feel like what you're asking of this person is kind of a lot. At least for them, it's kind of a lot. At least for them, it kind of is a lot because they don't know if you're going to choose them or not. They know you have 1 foot in and 1 foot out when it comes onto them. They know a part of you wants this and a part of you doesn't. You have your reasons as to why you don't, but they don't know if you're going to choose them in the end. So you're kind of putting them in a predicament that they honestly don't want to be in, but at the same exact time, you know, what's running through their mind is, but what if? What if they do choose me in the end? Like, what if they do, you know? What if they do? Let's see what the romance angels have to say, I guess. We have reconciliation, okay. All right, we have reconciliation, pay attention to the red flags, and then we also have give your relation. Well, I don't feel like that has anything to do with that, to be honest. You might, yeah, no, I don't feel like that has anything to do with that. Like, I don't even know where they even got that from, but I feel like this is your person's energy, not necessarily yours. I feel like this person feels that the reason why you kind of have one foot out is because there's possibly someone from your past that, you know, you still want to essentially be with. I'm not entirely sure what in the world is leading this person to think and believe that. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Maybe you spoke to this person about your ex or something. And now they're over here thinking, like the reason why they don't want to settle down with me and build their life with me is maybe because they're still in love with this ex of theirs. I don't know. I don't know what's leading this person to think and believe the reason why you have one foot out is because you want to be with someone from your past, but that's basically what I'm getting. Here's the thing. I don't necessarily feel like this has anything to do with anybody from your past. As far as you're concerned, it kind of looks like you're choosing to leave the past in the past. I feel like your biggest thing is, well, I just want to do this with my life before I settle down. I just want to do that with my life before I settle down. I just want to obtain this, that, and the third before I settle down. And it looks like the one is showing up for you a lot sooner than you were anticipating or expecting. But this has nothing to do with like you still, I guess, being in love with someone from your past. It has nothing to do with that. Like, absolutely nothing to do with that. And see, that's the thing, right? Is that in their head they think, oh, that's the reason. So you gotta understand, this person just doesn't want to look stupid in the end. Like, they don't want to stick around and wait, you know what I mean, for you to figure it out to then choose your ex over them, and they're left heartbroken and devastated and disappointed. You catch my drift? Now, I don't necessarily feel like that's what's going on here. As I mentioned, I think that what's really going on here is that, you know, there's things that you want to go off and do with your life, and you want to do it before you settle down. You know, there's things that you want to accomplish and achieve, and you want to do it before you settle down. But their whole thing is, you know, what if you don't choose them in the end? What if you choose to, you know, focus on your goals instead? What if you choose to continue to live this life that you've been living before you met them? What if? You know, what if you do decide to go down that route? You know? To be honest, it's kind of hard to tell what it is that you plan on doing moving forward. And to be very, very honest, I think it's going to take a lot of time before you figure out where you want to be. So, in other words, I don't see you figuring out where you want to be within a week from now. I don't see you figuring out where you want to be within 2 weeks from now. Like, I just think that you want to think long and hard about this before you make any final decision. So there's no telling if you are going to choose them in the end or not. But you can't give them a straight answer. Like right now, you cannot. You might be able to give them a straight answer maybe like a month from now, maybe even 2 months from now, 3 months from now, 4 months from now, like. But right now, no, I don't think that you can give them a flat out answer like, okay, I choose you. Or no, I choose this, you know, no. So, and that's the thing too, is the way that you're going about this. It's like you are being honest and transparent with this person. You're letting this person know, like, look, I don't know really where I want to be. Like, I don't know if I really want to settle down right now. Or if I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I see you being honest with them and transparent with them. But I also see you, you know, being extremely understanding if this person can't sit around and wait until you figure it out, you know? So if this person feels like they have to get up and go, then they got to get up and go. You're not going to stop them. You see what I mean? But if this person wants to stay until you really figure out where you want to be, then cool. And if they don't, then, you know, it looks like it's going to suck because you don't want to, like, you know, lose this person. But if they want to go, like, you don't want to stop them, you know? you don't want to stop them. Like, I feel like you're trying your hardest to not come from like a selfish place and only think about yourself and what you want. Because if you were coming from a very selfish place, you probably wouldn't be honest with them. You probably would have just, filled their heads up, their head up with lies. Like, oh, like, I just need a month until I figure it out and then I'll be with you. Because at the end of the day, you don't know if, by the time that month passes, you're going to be ready to settle down. Like, you're being very honest and transparent with them. Like, you want them around, but at the same exact time, you can't really give them what they want right now. And it kind of looks like it's going to take some time before you, figure that out. So, at least you were honest with them. That's kind of how I look at it. And now the ball's in their court. It's like, if they want to go, they can go. If they want to stay, they can stay. That's just something they're going to have to figure out. You know what I mean? So at least you were honest with them, which that really does matter. And that's truly, important. But yeah, that's what I have for you, my friend. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.